again we are back on एक मून सोच की टी टॉक train of thought with a series of an episodes from the expert from the industry who comes and share their experience. They are the various episodes to what we cover on leadership, entrepreneurship, young achievers, and from different walks of life. Experts they come and share their experience so that the target audience draw meaningful learning out of it. In today's episode, we are going to talk more in terms of an women empowerment, which is there. In fact, when we talk in terms of at one point of time, we had a joint family concept, and the perception was that the women should not move out from the house and they are made to do an housework. But today there is a nuclear family concept, and with the challenges with the advent of technologies, the challenges are further, and today's women they are moving out and they are making their own means. In fact, the personalities who come on a show, like they have got their experience, they have got their story, so that they could connect to a target audience. Today on this TikTok platform, we are having Aditi Gupta. Ma'am, welcome to this show.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks a lot for spending a valuable time. I'm sure, like the interesting journey of yours, the target audience they are going to draw some meaningful learning out of it. Like a brief introduction of Aditi Gupta. She's a chartered professional marketer, CPM, awarded by the Asia Marketing Federation, Japan, and she's also a TEDx speaker. And also, like she's a part of a beauty pageant winner title, Mrs. India Singapore, which was awarded 40 under 40. Ma'am, congratulations, like for having that title of Mrs. India Singapore, like.
Thank you so much.
And also she has been featured in the Outlook India, BBC London, News 18, Color TV, Zee TV, Asian Light UK, Leica Radio UK. Aditi, she had got an exposure in the domestic and the international market, a span of greater than 16 years of an experience in the various functions, right from marketing and branding, and also end-to-end event strategist and the remarkable pioneer trademark pageant Mrs. UK in London. Ma'am, two titles, like it's Mrs. India Singapore and Mrs. India UK London. Great, like
thank you so much.
I'm sure, like with those two titles and your experience and the exposure at the corporate world and as an entrepreneur and the intrapreneur, it's going to inspire our target audience, like. And she had got a great exposure in India, Singapore and London, have a diversified portfolio including branding in the banking, advertising, FMCG and retail industry. Adding to her corporate world stint, she has been successful being in the entrepreneur journey with a deeper understanding of B2B and B2C market. And as a passion, she continues to be a startup mentor who coaches entrepreneurs in the early stages of building their businesses, and she's further engaged in soft skill and etiquettes regarding training for pageant and the corporate. Ma'am, it's an excellent profile and the journey. And also, apart from like being an entrepreneur and into as far as the glamorous world which is concerned, and you have changed your gear to a Formula 4 driver in a women's team at the national championship. So I'm sure these are the kind of a profile and the personalities which come on T-Talk show and they share their experience. And if we see, like, there is a myth as for the women which are concerned, that women are bad at negotiating, that women with kids will not have time to meet leadership obligation. Those myths which are there, I'm sure with listening to Aditi's story, the things are going to be different. Ma'am, once again, back to T-Talk at Soch ki.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure being here on this platform. And like I said, it's a nostalgic moment to go back and look for the transformational journey that I have had. Lots said, and thank you for the amazing introduction. It's a pleasure and it's an honor to be on this show.
It's our pleasure. It's our pleasure. Now, what we do, like I'm sure at particular age, many of them they are confused as to the career which are concerned. When we talk in terms of a girl child, there are a lot of restriction at the initial stage. You should not do this, you should not do that. So for the benefit of an audience, can you share your journey from education till the first job?
Yes, sure. So I'm born and brought up in a very typical middle class family, like any other Maharashtrian family, who is closely knit, not very bold, with a bold mindset, but still in an environment where they enjoy togetherness and train and teach the kids the way they would want to go ahead and progress further. One thing I was fortunate was my, both parents, grandparents and all were educated. So academics was something which was the base and the foundation in our family. So I was, honored to be a part of a system where education has always played a crucial role. And the second most important part that my family taught me was about the culture and the respect towards your traditions, culture, and the social atmosphere that you belong to. People need people, right? You cannot be on your own, and your early years of when you are born, it is very, very important in what kind of surrounding you are being brought as well. So a very typical Maharashtrian family, a very happy, very people kind of loving, fun, a lot of fun. My granddad had like 8-9 siblings, so all the festivals and everything, he was the eldest, so it would happen at my place. So that is where my social skills started, And education wise, my mom, my dad, my grandparent, they were all educated, they were all graduates. And at that point of time, even graduation is something which probably sometimes, especially coming from a middle class family, a lot of people give up in between because they want to just be the breadwinners of the family.
Correct.
So fortunately, my granddad was in Navy. And another granddad, closest one, his another brother was a police commissioner. And my mom's dad was a musician. So discipline, creativity, academics, everything came from childhood itself.
The atmosphere which was there.
The atmosphere. At the same time, you respect your elders, you understand the value system. That was set up since beginning. Okay, and you are in that environment where there are going to be challenges. It's never easy to even deal with family members, right?
So were you pampered, or it was self-driven?
Yes. So I'll tell you this. This is one of the nicest questions because I was never pampered like any other girl. So I would always feel that all my friends are being pampered, and here I am. I've been treated like a tomboy, but with a very sportsman spirit. So my dad was a cricketer. So he was a very, very great sports person, made badminton, chess tournaments or tennis, any kind of sport, he would be there. And he was also an honored secretary in his own company, also leading the cricket team for Birlas. So he taught me cricket, he made me go into the cricket training also. Side by side while education is happening, he never stopped the kids. I have an elder brother also, but he never stopped us from exploring the areas of academics and balancing out with passion towards anything that is an extracurricular activity or a sports, because he felt that academics will teach you something which is very theoretical. In the job you will go and you will learn a lot of real life challenges and go ahead, but the activities that you are passionate towards will keep you grounded, will keep you that motivation to learn more and more things. So whether it was cricket, whether it was dance, whether I used to participate in a lot of activities in my school, my mom and dad would push me and be there always throughout, whenever, since childhood. So I've studied from a local school. So I've studied from a local school. So every alternate house will have one kid from my school. So I've been in multiple different cultures, different families, going around having those celebrations and all. And this is how I pursued my education. After passing out, I joined commerce. I went for a commerce graduation because I was good in maths, and that is where my dad felt that rather than science, you can good. I was decent in studies, used to be in some top rankings as well of the school. And so my dad motivated, why not you go into the commerce and look for a chartered accountancy, or you know, and so then I convinced, no, I want to be an MBA. I didn't want to go into so I still remember
dad was talking about so thing, but he wanted to be a part of an MBA.
So he would, of course, we had my relationship with my parents has been great. It's been
like a friend.
Very open. It's been very you know, of course there are arguments, there are fights and everything, all the kids go through that, but it has been very open. It has been true that what you feel, you say it. There is no hard feelings about it, or there is no nothing, where they are actually the guardians who guided me through the journey as well. And that is how, you know, I entered into so many activities, because they never stopped me from multitasking. They said you can do it. They never said me, no, how are you going to do, you know, your schedule is tight and you have school, or you have to, but they saw that in me as well, that I am interested in getting into a lot of activities. And that is where, you know, I just moved on from there, where I understood, if you have the passion, if you have love to do something, and if you have the support, then yes, you can venture into multiple things and develop yourself, because it is ultimately developing my personality, or connecting with a lot of people is something which is an advantage, because while I was in dance, I connected with a lot of dancers, a lot of musicians, a lot of amazing mentors and teachers. While I was in cricket, I got to know about women cricket a lot, which inspired me quite a lot, but of course I had to make a choice in that.
Aditi, many times it so happened, like, you know, at a particular age, for argument's sake, sometimes you are very rigid, I want to get into this field and I'll do that only. If you're stuck to a particular field, then you're stuck in that only.
Right.
But in your case, I'm sure, like, since your dad was a cricketer, he played cricket and he was more keen into sports, and you had an intuition that you want to do something differently. So, but in today's scenario, when we talk in terms of many of the parents and the students, they start making a roadmap, like, you know, a blueprint of your career. कुछ आपने वैसा किया था, like
so yes, I had, but you know, let me also tell you and the audience that it is a gradual improvement, and it's like a succession planning of your own life. It cannot be just one single thing that you want to do it and you will do it, because there are so many circumstances that you come across, so many things, new things that happen around the world, and that blueprint keeps evolving. Step by step. Okay, as you get matured, as you get, you know, into the college, into the MBA, or in further studies, or you get into a job directly after graduation, you tend to understand what is my potential. You tend to start understanding what are my strengths, and where I can actually allocate my time, and how it will be beneficial for me for a longer time. So I started in the beginning that yes, I wanted to be, I was very clear that I wanted to do, you know, MBA. I was very clear that I wanted to be in a banking industry. I think it was very, very early that I realized, okay, banking industry is something which I would be very keen. And from there, I also wanted to keep my passion towards creativity, towards my dance, or any kind of events associated with it, because that is something I always believe that those are the extracurricular activities which connect people with people. I
think it's an interesting insight what we are getting from Aditi Patankar Gupta. Her story, I think, inspiration for many of the women who are listening to Aditi on the show of ttalk Ek Boond Soch Ki. I'm sure, like, it's the passion is the thing which drives the things, and she was very clear what she needs to do. I'm sure, like, in our next program on ttalk Ek Boond Soch Ki, we are going to catch up with Aditi Patankar to know more insights about her academic and the corporate career as such. Till then, go to www.ttalk.net, subscribe and like the channel as much as you can. Ma'am, thanks a lot for being part of this show.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.